This is Final Fantasy VII on PC, and yes, it does look absolutely fantastic, but it's not just its visuals, it's all of the gameplay offerings you can find when modding Final Fantasy VII on PC to create a completely different playthrough for your latest playthrough. And in today's video, we're just gonna take a seat and just embrace the modding scene when it comes to all things Final Fantasy VII, because some people would say that this is the remake they were looking for. So with that all being said, what is up guys, Jen here, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. If you like the content you're seeing, please support the channel and hit that like button, it helps out considerably. And if you want to stick around for some more Final Fantasy content, you're already in the right place. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button. So Final Fantasy VII on PC. Now I need to preface the fact that I absolutely enjoy the remake series, remake, rebirth, and whatever the third part may be. I'm gonna love it, but there is no feeling like going back to the original, though sometimes that playthrough could get a little bit stale playing the PS4 port or just playing the OG PlayStation 1 version. This is where the PC version comes into play because there's so many things you can do with it, like you can see with the visuals, but it's not just that. It could be music, it can be sounds, it can be gameplay, and we're gonna just have a look at some of the offerings today. But of course, you are going to need a few things to get this all started. And the most obvious thing you need is Final Fantasy VII on PC. And this needs to be a legitimate copy. But don't you worry, because I've got you covered thanks to Instant Gaming, who are having an absolutely huge Black Friday sale right now, with games being revealed every single day until the 1st of December of games that have been reduced so much in price. You just can't resist picking this up. If you happen to be watching this after Black Friday, don't you worry, Instant Gaming always has PC games at incredible prices, including the game you are after today, like Final Fantasy VII, but you could carry on and get Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy IX, Final Fantasy X, all the way to Final Fantasy XVI. They're all on Instant Gaming's website. Just use my link down below. So, you've now got Final Fantasy VII, and you've probably booted it up and you're thinking, this still looks not the way that it does in the video, Jen. What do I do? I'm going to give you another link down below to the 7th Heaven mod manager. This is a very easy setup. I don't need to give you a tutorial. You download it, you install it, and you boot it up, and then you will have a menu of just mods you can mess around with. It even lets you know what order to have these mods in, just in case they conflict with each other. Some mods you can't use with others, and it will tell you. It's really friendly, and for someone that can sometimes get lost in all of the jumblings of coding, this does a fantastic job to just make it so user friendly. So now we have Final Fantasy VII, we have the 7th Heaven mod manager, and now we can just go ham on doing so much. And first, it's got to be the visuals. I would highly suggest the upscaled backgrounds that also support 16:9 widescreen, and there's an additional mod as well called Cosmos Gaia, which will allow you to have a little bit of camera control with the pre-rendered background, so you can view them in their entirety. And not only that, when you get to the world map, you can zoom right in or right out to really embrace all of these graphical changes. There's so many, from textures on the world map to battle textures to the models that you see, which are the Nino style models. See, there's other ones you can mess around with a plethora of options and different costumes for you to choose from as well. The list is endless. Have a look at what's best suited for you and see what visual style you like best for Final Fantasy VII. Some of you might not like the Nino style mods and you might just want to keep it OG. You can do that with the HD upscaled backgrounds. But then there's also menus. The menus you can see here and in the battles is very smooth, and there's so many different options to have, like the one you can see here, one that's more akin to the OG menu layout but with sharper text. There's even one that's very reflective reflective of what Remake offered in its menu. And again, just options upon options in these mods to customize it to your liking. And again, if you load up the game and it says a certain mod needs to be higher than another one, all you gotta do is move it up and you'll be fine. It really is quite good in what it does. There are also various mods that you will not have in the Seventh Heaven mod manager. For example, changing Cloud to Zack. A lot of these mods can be found on Nexus Mods, and it will tell you if it's compatible with the mod launcher in Seventh Heaven. You'll download it into your folder or wherever you're keeping all your mods, and then in the Seventh Heaven mod manager, you will just select to import a .iro file, select that IRO file, and then it's going to be part of your list. And again, it will help you configure and put where it needs to go for you to experience some more mods that aren't in the vanilla version of the Seventh Heaven mod manager. There's so many other things that you are not going to witness in this video, like music and sound effects. You can really customize the Final Fantasy VII experience to be the remake that you want, or maybe you just want a refresh on Final Fantasy VII, and there's no better place than the gameplay mods. You could go vanilla and play it the way it was intended, but there are so many difficulty options that are contained in a mod called Postscript 3's gameplay tweaks, where you can go above the damage limit, you can swap in and out members during combat like Final Fantasy X. You can have more materia links that are not just double links, they are triple links. There's so many things, but the meat is the actual gameplay changing mods, like the Shinra Archaeology mod, which allows the script to be changed to more of an accurate translation from the Japanese version, really taking from some of the translations we got in Remake and Rebirth. Not only that, it restores some scenes that were deleted. And again, like all of the mods, you can customize these to your liking. Maybe you don't want to go to the old Honeybee Inn, or maybe you don't want certain scenes to play. You just mess around with it, cater to your own experience. Another gameplay mod, which is my favorite of all time and is probably the most what you're seeing in the footage in this video, is the New Threat 2.0 mod, which completely overhauls the game, gives all of the characters unique abilities in battle. It redoes all of the spells, all of the attacks, limit breaks, and gives them properties. For example, fire can decrease the magic defense of enemies, so it gives a layer of strategy and makes the game just a little bit more, I wouldn't say difficult, but a bit more forward thinking into how you're going to tackle everything. And with all the innate abilities like Cloud being able to counter with 2 times, 4 times, and death blows if you decided to defend and he gets hit while he's defending. There's so much, there really is, and it's all there for you to dive into. And there are, of course, some bogus, surprising scenes if you decide to pick the Type B New Threat 2.0 mod as well, for those that want to play Final Fantasy VII and be still surprised in what it can offer. The last one I'm going to shout out is the one that I always like to shout out, and it's for those that are going to be playing Final Fantasy VII just for the story. Maybe they're ready for part 3 and they want to revisit the OG, but they don't want to read through all the text again and again. There's the Echo S mod. It's a very simple mod to activate. This will keep the original OG script from the PlayStation 1 version, and it will give each line of dialogue in that game, including battle lines, including battle hits as well, like the huh and the ha. It will voice it all, voices all around.
It's not as if you have anything to do except sleep.
It really has put Final Fantasy modding on the map, and I think it is the pinnacle of how people should be playing their replays of Final Fantasy VII. It's okay to go back to the PS4 version. It's okay to go back, dust off your PlayStation 1 and pull in disc 1 of Final Fantasy VII and relive those memories. But I truly think that Final Fantasy VII on PC with the Seventh Heaven mod manager is the combination of what Final Fantasy VII should be and how it should be experienced. It's also a great way for new players to experience it as well. I've been directing this video for people that are wanting to replay Final Fantasy VII, but I can't not mention people that are wanting to go into the OG first time, because there's all, just take a moment. As much as we love Final Fantasy VII, my favorite game of all time, that is a clunky boy. It really is. It's outdated, and it's just nice to see this love and shine go into Final Fantasy VII. If you've already modded up Final Fantasy VII, let me know in the comment section below what is your go-to mods. Maybe there's some that I've not mentioned in this video that deserve a spotlight. I've done various videos on modding of Final Fantasy VII before, but I feel like I need to just keep on showing off more and talking about new mods or mods that have been reworked and had updates given to them, because there's a lot of people that come to these videos and like, I never knew about this. Thank you very much. I'm going to replay Final Fantasy VII. Or I am now going to play Final Fantasy VII, the original, for the first time. And as a fan of that game, it is what I love to see. So I'm hoping I've done that kind of justice in today's video. Again, if you don't own Final Fantasy VII, use my link down below. Go to Instant Gaming, get it at an incredible price. You will not regret it. And if you've already got it, check out the website, especially right now, Black Friday. If you're watching this in a couple of months' time, it will make no sense, but the website will still remain constant in its offerings at games at incredible prices. So check that out. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side.